Hello guys, in this particular tutorial we will talk about infinite loop. Now what do you mean by an infinite loop? A loop that runs infinite times. Let's say if the condition is always meets, so the loop never exits out, so that becomes an infinite loop. Now that's wrong to create an infinite loop because what it does is it kind of brings CPU to halt and it might create some memory problems. So you should always double check the condition before creating any or before running a for loop. So let's see what is an infinite loop. So let's say you have a for loop where you have a variable I and you have initialized the value of I with 1. And here you're saying as long as the I is greater than equals to 1, I plus plus, and keep on incrementing the value of I by 1. Okay, so this is the increment operator which increases the value of I by 1. So instead of saying I is equals to I plus 1, I've used a shortcut. I just said I is equals to I plus plus. Always remember you need to use these semicolons when you're creating a for loop. This is the initialization part, this is the condition part, and this is the increment part. So my loop is saying just print the value of I. Let's say it just says system.of_debug I. Okay, so it's going to go ahead and print the value of I here. Now, guys, if you look at it, what's this problem here is, let's say I is equals to 1. So initialization is I is equals to 1. 1 greater than equals to 1, right? 1 is greater than or I is greater than equals to 1. So what is the value of I? I is 1 here. So 1 is equals to 1. That is true. So it will print the value of I, which is 1 here. And then it will go ahead and increment the value of I plus plus. So what will be the new value? The new value of I becomes 2. Again, the condition will be checked. 2 is greater than equals to 1. That is true, right? Because 2 is greater than equals to 1. So it will go ahead and again meets the condition. It will go ahead and print the value of I, which is 2. And then it will go ahead and increment the value of I by 1, which now the I becomes 3. Is 3 equals to greater than 1? Yes. So throughout this whole program, this condition will never become false. It will keep on executing. And the for loop will keep on running because there is no condition that it is going to go ahead and break it. But here you're saying I is greater than 1. Means as long as the number is value of I is greater than 1 and equals to 1, then go ahead and keep executing it. So if you're trying to run this kind of program, you will see an issue with it. So if I go ahead and hit the execute button, please do not do it. If I just want to show you, so let me just wait. How long did it take? As you can see, it's still going on. It still keeps on going. And because this is an infinite loop, it will run forever. So I'm just going to go ahead and cancel this thing. And this is just to show you what is an infinite loop. So always make sure your condition, see, Apex CPU time limit exceeded. It gave me an exception here. Because I'm trying to run a wrong loop. This is an infinite loop. There is no break. There is nothing. It will keep on running forever. And that's why this is not a good practice. Every time whenever you write a for loop, please make sure your condition is right. It's not creating an infinite loop or something.